I also noticed that it's a lot of people's first concert.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, Night Demon and Blind Guardian, like it's a pretty good way to start, but be careful because like
Going down.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, there's a million great bands out there, but it's like when anytime you go to a show, it's like it's a toss up what you're gonna get,
Jarvis, good to see you again.
You too, man.
Welcome to Toronto. It's been, as I say, a hot minute.
Yeah, we were here. When did we come back? We come here 2022.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Fall of 22. Yeah,
in a rock pile, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it looked like a prison. It was great. It was awesome.
Slightly different venue tonight.
Yeah.
Slightly different tour tonight, but really cool. Let's just go straight into that. This tour, I think you've got 7 shows left.
Something like that, yeah.
And, Blind Guardian is on this, I don't know if it's their second or their third or their fourth win in their career, but they're doing really well. They're drawing great crowds, young crowds as well. How is the excitement, or how's the response to you guys? Like, just everybody that loves you guys knows that in the traditional heavy metal scene, you guys are a very well-established band. There are going to be some people out of the 2,000 people that are here tonight that have never seen you live before.
Yeah, I would say, we've supported a lot of bigger bands, but this tour has translated into more new fans than any other tour before. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a lot of new people. What I like about the Blind Guardian audience is it seems to be full of open-minded people. I can always see from the stage where our fans are, but it's weird. They're in like little pockets. Okay. They're not congregated.
Yeah.
So it's like they, if it's a Night Demon show only, it's a gang of people that like, you know what I mean? Like they're all there for the same reason. Out here, it's kind of like you could see them and you're kind of like, they don't know if they, like, how do we act, kind of thing. And a lot of times they don't know each other, but it's cool. It's cool to be out with a band like this. There's no like scene people at these shows. Do you know what I'm saying? That, like when I say that people are open-minded, it's like you see kids with like a Judas Priest patch and like a corn patch or something. You know what I mean? Like, and in our scene, it's like posers leave the hall.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so, it's nice to see, and the response to us has been really great. And I'm sure you'll see it tonight. I mean, it's like people are just really excited. I also noticed that it's a lot of people's first concert.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, Night Demon and Blind Guardian, like it's a pretty good way to start, but be careful because like
going down.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, there's a million great bands out there, but it's like anytime you go to a show, it's like it's a toss up what you're gonna get,
Last time I saw you was at Hell's Heroes, and unlike this tour, you guys gave us a huge curveball to the audience, and you came out and you started, I think, with Killers.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, cool. A headlining band starting with a cover. That's unheard of. And then it was another cover. It was all covers.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. It was a unique show. And it brought people, especially when you were playing the 2 Thin Lizzy songs back to back.
Yeah.
The Sun Goes Down and Erosion Dub.
Yeah.
People were crying around me.
Wow.
It was crazy. And like Erosion Dub for me is also a really important song.
Yeah.
But I feel like with someone like yourself, it's more than just having fun with some covers. Like those songs in particular, they will never be played anymore by Thin Lizzy.
Sure.
Is there some level of like feeling of not accountability, but like, is there some gravitas to you that you're going like, I'm going to keep these songs alive, just like Axe Crazy?
I would think so. Like we have a lot of covers in our catalog,
right.
Songs that have been released. So we've always liked to there's so many great obscure songs that we love. It's easy to cover Enter Sandman.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like there's much like Metallica too, though, like in their early days. I mean, they were playing a lot of covers and people thought that they were their songs, so we kind of just took the same idea, I mean, it's especially me, like kind of living in Ireland these days. I really feel like I've always loved Thin Lizzy, but I really feel like a responsibility to it, you know? It's great in Ireland. You can go see, the ex band members like all the time, just playing. Eric Bell's playing at a bar like every weekend.
Right.
It's amazing. To them, they're used to it. But and funny enough, Steve Albini, the producer who passed away yesterday, he recorded. We were in the studio with him, and we recorded our song "Are You Out There," which is our tribute to Phil Lynott. So I guess this is all relevant to the current conversation. But I mean, I think Thin Lizzy has had so much popularity after. I mean, these days it's insane. Like if those guys were still around, I mean, they would be. That's a huge. They'd be headlining festivals everywhere.
Sure.
So you never know what's going to happen with your music. And Sarah Thungel's a good example too. I mean, you just don't know, and so it's great to be able to put it out and not worry about the current results, and just know that if you made something that you're really proud of and is pretty good, that there most likely will be future generations that will enjoy it.
You work with a lot of bands behind the scenes, and all of these bands have some level of theatrics to them. And then now you're on the road with Blind Guardian, who's slightly theatrical as well. Your last album that you're promoting was a concept album.
Yeah.
But should we, is it on your wish list to take that further, like some of these bands did as well? Like for you,
we're taking it further than any other band.
Okay.
And then any other band. We have the biggest project to date in the works right now regarding Outsider. So I won't really say what it is, but I think you can guess what it probably is. But it has nothing to do with music.
Yeah.
It's another form. It's another form of media. Oh yeah, it's 100% in the works.
It's coming.
Oh yeah, and as far as theatrics on stage, I mean, you'll see a good show from us tonight. We have some pretty good production and some nice things happening.
We'll see Rocky.
Oh, of course, the Rocky 3.0, new and improved, man.
What's because I never asked you this. Is it just because it's rock music, or what's the name?
His name is Rockwell Ogden Aldrich III. Rocky is his name for short.
I see.
So unlike all of my hero bands that have mascots, none of these mascots have a backstory at all. They're just, we gave him a name and there he is. Yeah, we have a full backstory to all of our characters with Night Demon, and we actually have a tour program now. I'll give you one. And it's got the origins of Rocky and the story and all that. So
we're here to promote Outsiders.
Yep.
Which was so well received. And I know that you've been playing or promoting this album for quite a while now. Does that, and I actually asked the same question to Hansi earlier, because their latest album was also very well received.
Yeah.
Somebody that is as experienced as you, that's seen it all, do these great reactions and success of an album, does that just fire you on, or does that give you some now there's pressure for what's coming?
It's more the second, you know. We've learned to just be attached to zero results. For us now, it's because we were so driven by that early in our career. What are people going to think? We want people to love it. And you always in your career, you want more and more and more. You want to be a big band. You want to be famous and all this shit. And nowadays, we just could really, really give a shit. It's when we're happy with it and we've released it into the world, our job is done.
Okay.
And like I said earlier, time is a motherfucker. It's the one unrenewable resource we have.
Right.
You want to do as much as you can in your life with that time, but it's also very generous on the back end. When you've created good art in your life, it can come back to you later. So we're not in a rush we won't put out another album until 2026.
Okay.
We've already been working on it and we've been in the studio, but our album cycles last at least 3 years, and we are really pushing this next project for Outsider, and we've got some other tours to announce coming up that are going to be really cool. Awesome. But again, it's look, we're playing in front of a bunch of new people. Still, a band that's just over 10 years in our career. There's still people that don't know about it. So it's it's funny because we just repressed we re-released our entire discography, and we have them all for sale at the shows. And we were thinking before the tour, we're like, okay, this could be one of two ways. Like, it's like people are like, oh, I've never heard of this band. I'm good, and I could buy their whole discography, or it's going to be like, well, there's probably a reason I haven't heard of these guys if they have like so many releases out. You know, it's like they must not be that good. But luckily, people have been really responsive to it, and that's one thing I always wanted to have, the music. Like, it's very few bands have the music at their gigs, you know? And then usually it's just maybe the latest record, but we're always playing things from all of our albums. There's never a song that there's never a song recorded that we haven't played live. Our songs are shorter, you know, we give love to the entire discography of the band.
You mentioned, like, you know, longevity and time kind of running out, but also by the, like, you know, your art comes back to you. We've spoken a few times before about appreciating not only your art but just everything around it. And I know that you catalog stuff, you keep archives pretty religiously. Are there, like, is there an unexpected item on this tour that is making it home safe, untouched, because that is going to get a special spot somewhere?
Well, I'm not sure yet because the tour is not over, but we already blew it on one thing. So May 4th was, you know, May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
So we did a special show that night, and our intro was the Star Wars theme, and Rocky came out. We actually bought a lightsaber. Yeah, and he brought it out, and the crowd went nuts. And what we did is we autographed it and sold it at the merch table, and it sold within 20 seconds. So I was like, well, I mean, that's not something we really need to keep. I think a fan would appreciate having it more, like they'd really cherish it, you know. But yeah, there's stuff we pick up here and there, you know, so we'll see. I mean, more than anything, like, we'll have a lot of great stuff for our podcast for this tour. We multi-track and film every show, and we have the crew and the band and everybody around us telling the stories. And so that's the stuff that the memories live on, you know?
There you go. There you go. And more memories will be made tonight and many more shows. Jarvis, thank you so much for allowing us
to see you, man.
Backstage here and having a chat with you.
It's great to see you finally in
my neck of the woods. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice day out, but usually when I see you, it's in the States in a very hot, warm spot, so it's usually better. But thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.